Yes, sir. So we're gonna have to start this off, bro. Black men simping for ESPN. And it's gonna be featuring this dude right here on the right, Marcus Spears. He used to play in the NFL for the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. And right now he's gonna simp for Molly Qerim and all of the women across the globe that are basically hating on Deshaun Watson because he got his criminal charges dropped. We haven't heard a peep from Molly Qerim talking about the NFL needs to do more. They need to protect women. 47% of the audience is women. We know that's a lie. But this dude is going to go out of his way to talk about Deshaun in a manner that he was never and he will never talk about the Dallas Cowboys, who just reached a settlement, bruh. They just reached a settlement where somebody in the front office was released, fired for basically videotaping, bruh, doing voyeurism. And Jerry Jones' daughter was one of the victims. But we're not hearing any takes about that. We want to hear about the black man. We want to drag the black man through the mud. But we're not going to talk about the ones that are higher up, the people that are cutting the checks, because I guess they don't hold any accountability. I guess they're not responsible. I guess we can't talk about them at all. But black men simp for women they don't even get asked from. So what's the point? You're simping for what? A check? You're simping to stay on First Take? Let's check it out.
What team do you think is the best fit for Deshaun Watson?
It would be the Carolina Panthers. And I would never start this conversation without talking about 22 civil lawsuits. Like, I understand where we will get to football-wise, but that is a part of football. That's a part of the decision-making process. And the NFL is really under a microscope.
No doubt. Listen, man, correct me if I'm wrong. Send me the clip. Did Marcus Spears address the Cowboys' $2.5 million lawsuit, $1 million settlement that they reached with the victims? Please, somebody send me the clip if I am wrong. He does not have this energy for Jerry Jones and the Cowboys, but he want to have this energy for Deshaun Watson. When a smear campaign was drawn up against the man because he wanted out of Houston. J.J. Watt wanted out of Houston. He was released with no problem. But as soon as the brother wants out, oh, hell no. We're going to dig up the dirt on this dude. He got a little fetish, or he got a little kinky side wanting to get happy endings from all of these bozo women. I bet. We're going to pull him up and we're going to pay them under the table, and we're going to get this ambulance lawyer and we're going to smear this man through the mud. We're going to put him on the exempt list so that he doesn't even play this year. Yet he's still getting paid. But nobody's going to talk about that. Civil cases. Let's check it out, though.
Regardless of what transpires when it comes to a trade or a team acquiring Deshaun Watson, the NFL just gave Calvin Ridley a year for $1,500 gambling. And I understand
That's a whole different case. That's a whole different case. The NFL gave Calvin Ridley a year because they don't want the casual fans who are lost in the sauce to actually realize that the fix is in. You got the NFL getting in cahoots with DraftKings, FanDuel Sportsbook, the list goes on. So once a player wants to make a bet, I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm not saying he was right in what his actions were, but they cannot allow the casual fan and the regular bozos that are lost in the sauce to actually realize that the fix is in. Players are betting on the games. Even if Calvin Ridley was away from the team, they can't allow that image to be portrayed about the NFL when we already know that the NFL is all bullshit. They don't give a damn about nothing but the bottom line. Come on, man.
These are two totally different things in two totally different realms. But there will be a lot to say about how the NFL is going to handle things moving forward based on the information that comes out after the Deshaun Watson off the field takes what it needs to take in order to be resolved. Now, on the field, for me, Carolina Panthers, one, familiarity, right? Went to Clemson, right down the street, understands that area. A lot of people know him, a lot of home base. He's going to need a lot of support coming into stadiums in the NFL, I'm sure. But not only that, when you look at this football team with DJ Moore, when you think about, I know they shopping Christian McCaffrey. If you get Deshaun Watson, that may change. A young defense that played with.
That's not changing at all. Christian McCaffrey is on his second contract? Christian McCaffrey has shown that he's injury prone. He's only getting older. So just because Deshaun Watson might be considering that team doesn't mean he's going there. Why will he go there with a head coach in Matt Rule that can't make anything happen? It's not going to add up.
He lost the key piece, but I think they played well this year. And then, too, y'all, look at this division. The Saints don't have a quarterback, not right now. I know Tom just came back, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got a lot of things to do in order to solidify that roster. And then when we look at the Atlanta Falcons, we know that that's a franchise in flux trying to figure out who they are identity-wise, Matt Ryan. So Deshaun Watson in Carolina, to me, would make all the sense in the world. Background, his ability, and what they have as a football team offensively to help make them a better football team. And we know Deshaun Watson will make people contenders that we don't consider contenders right now, but Carolina, because of that familiarity, being down the road in Clemson for 4 years.
I'm going to cut it right there because you just see how he started off his take simping for the woman and simping for Molly. We haven't heard Molly say anything since last year talking about the NFL needs to do more and stuff like that. But this dude wants to go out of his way to talk about 22 civil cases. He's going to need support. Yeah, he's going to need support, and he's going to get that support because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league, still without playing a year. Let's be honest and let's be real. He's better than half of the league without even playing last year. But dudes want to go out of their way to attack another brother, but they won't attack the front office of somebody who's supposed to be carrying themselves in a higher esteem. Not now, not ever. We're never going to see that, bro. But black men are always simping for women that they're not even getting asked from. Neither here nor there. I'm out.